go back. What? Where am I? This isn't my room. Oh, that is super loud. Good morning, MeliZ. Rise and shine. Now I remember. I pick up one of my pillows on my bed and throw it as hard as I can at his face. Unlike my legs, my arms are strong. I do have to use them a lot to get around after all. Oh! The pillow hits him in the chest. Well, I never said that my aim was good. Was any good. Hayato picks the pillow off the ground and dusts it off. Haven't you heard of knocking? Why do I have to knock when it's my own home? And why are you always abusing me? You weren't like this before. People change, okay? Stop comparing me to how I was when I was little. I'm different now. Well, putting that aside, breakfast is ready in the main room, and my sisters want to talk to you. They do? Alright, Sakuya did say last night that she wanted to talk to me in the morning. Give me a second. I tried to hoist myself up over the bed, but stopped halfway when I realized that I don't have to do that anymore here. I don't have to get into a wheelchair to get around. It's yet another reminder that I'm really in a different world. What are you doing? Nothing, it's just an old habit. Leave me alone. Don't you need my help to get around? I need to change first, you dummy! Unless you think I should go out like this. I gesture down towards my nightgown. Hayato finally gets the message and leaves the room. I don't hear him go far, so I suppose he's waiting for me just outside the door. I get up from the bed and change my clothes, and then begrudgingly walk over to the living room with Hayato. My legs still feel pretty weak, but walking is certainly easier compared to yesterday. I might be in trouble if they ask me to run a marathon, but I suppose there's no reason why they would. Please ask her to be like, run a marathon! Good morning, MeliZ. Did you rest well? Yes, thank you. The bed was really soft. Glad to hear it. Last night was pretty eventful for you, so I thought it might be good to explain some things now that you're rested. Fish! And let's eat breakfast while we're at it. I am feeling a little hungry. I quietly eat my food when Sakuya talks. Hayato, meanwhile, shoves fish and rice into his mouth at a light speed. So there's a few things you need to know. First of all, you might have already noticed, but the air is sort of different here. Yeah, I fell asleep almost as soon as my head touched the pillow last night. That's pretty unusual for me. There's a lot of magic in the air, so I imagine it must tire humans out a lot. You guys don't have any magic after all, so you've no defense against it. I nod somehow grimly. I already got tired out pretty quickly under normal circumstances, let alone when there's magic in the air. We know plenty of portals from the spirit world to go to the human world. We've traveled there before, though not anywhere near as often as Hayato. I think I spend more time there than here. It definitely explains why you're so huge, even though you're psychologically just a child. That's harsh. Then... But we know almost nothing about portals going the other way. We have no idea how you got here. I always just thought that the portals go both ways, don't they? I don't think so. Otherwise, way more humans would show up here. It's just a matter of statistics. Right. Well, it's a special time right now because of the festival, so maybe a hole opened up somewhere and you just happened to slip through. I was just walking around the festival in my hometown, and then all of a sudden, I was here instead. I don't remember walking through a portal or anything. Most of the portals are hidden, I think. Makes sense, right? That's the way yokai and other spirits can find them, but humans can't. That's clever and all, but kinda sucks for me. Here's the important part normally. Time goes by quicker in the human world from our perspective. It's like you lot are growing from babies into adults within a matter of days. But during the festival, time in the human world and the spirit world match up. 3 days here is 3 days there. I don't like the sound of this. So if she doesn't go back home by the end of the festival, whole years could go by? Nope, I don't like the sound of that at all. All of your friends are going to be old geezers. I don't exactly have any friends, but I'm not about to tell them that. All of her friends might be dead. What's the big deal? Just stay here. What's so great about the human world anyway? He has a point. I can't walk there. I don't have any friends. I'm just a burden on my family. Yeah, you should just stay here. Besides, you need to pay off your debt before you can go anywhere. Debt? No, okay. Yeah, whatever. What do you think, Asuka? And I helped you out for free? Did you? The world's not that nice. Damn it, I knew there was something fishy going on. Well, no, but you offered. We never said we wanted nothing in return, did we? No. Let's see. We bought you a high-quality new clothes, let you borrow a nightgown, put a roof over your head, fed you. I gulped down a mouthful of food, barely tasting it, but suddenly very conscious of its worth. I'm not feeling like the human world isn't that bad after all. These two don't intimidate the local yokai for no reason. They're totally not people you want as your enemies. So I think the amount to about 12 size? Of course, the longer it takes you to pay this off, the more interest we'll have to charge. Size? What kind of currency is that? If you don't know what it is, don't worry. I guess it makes sense the humans would use something else. Just give us 600 taels of gold and we're square. There's no way I could have any kind of money. That kind of money. Then just marry our stupid brother here. Don't worry. As your sister-in-laws will work for you for the rest of your life. Physical labor can be worth a whole lot. No way. Jeez, Aniki, knock it off. You sound like a two-bit loan shark. Don't tell me you tricked Melly into this. We didn't trick her. She had every opportunity to refuse. But if I refused, I probably would have been killed. That's the risk we take sometimes. I didn't really trust you guys to begin with, but I had no choice, so I went against my better judgment. I sighed deeply. I should have known a kitten would try to swindle me. What's that supposed to mean, huh? In our world, kitten have a reputation for being selfish tricksters. Oh, I guess that's pretty accurate, actually. Come on, Aniki. Surely you're not that heartless. It's not like she can just waltz into town and get a job or marry me for real. Definitely not. I know she's mad at me, you know, but when she responds that quickly, it still kind of hurts. Oh, Hayato. What? Nothing. Sakuya shrugs and puts on a great show of looking exasperated. Alright. No interest since you're an old friend of Hayato's. But we expect to be compromised for the price of the clothes we bought you. Those are pretty nice clothes. Well, that's fair. I wouldn't even have clothes if it wasn't for you two, so I can't complain about that. But what about the nightgown? Wasn't that your sister's? We won't charge you for the nightgown itself, but there's a small rental fee, of course. Of course there is. It's only fair. If you say so. I'm glad you understand. Then, everything's settled. Putting my sisters aside, you really should stay with us at least until you figure out what you're gonna do. You'll have to ask around about portals and stuff, right? True. Oh yeah, if you're going to be doing manual labor in the future, I never agreed to doing manual labor. You'll have to get your strength up some more. You're still wobbly on your feet, aren't you? Yes. I spent almost half my life using a wheelchair after all. Well, best way to get used to walking in the magic air of the spirit world is to just dive right in. That's true. I'm sure you'll be winning races in no time, Melly. Fuck you. That really isn't the issue here. After breakfast, the three siblings bring me to the forest where I can practice walking. There's lots of trees to grab hold of, making it easier for me to get around. It's been so long since I've walked in a substantial amount. I've more or less forgotten how to do it. Running, walking, swimming. They've all been impossible for me until now. I thought they would always be, and I thought I'd accept that. But it feels nice to be able to walk on my own 2 feet again. Okay, so she could walk before. Now she can't. I guess because when she started getting the illness. But if I go home, it won't be like this anymore, right? Just walk to me and I'll catch you if you fall. I make a point of walking towards Sakuya and Asuka instead. Aw, looks like she likes us more than you. Come on, did you forget that my sister just tried to cheat you out of your money? Money that you don't even have? Maybe, but in the end, whatever their intentions, they helped me out a lot. You, on the other hand... I push aside my memories of the past and try my best to tune them out. There's no point in dwelling on the past, I know that, but I can't forgive or forget. I spend the rest of the afternoon and evening practice my walking and, to a lesser extent, running. I get tired out pretty quickly though, so I have to take frequent breaks. I wonder if Sakuya and Asuka will charge me for this too. By the time we get back to the house several hours later, I'm more than ready to simply collapse into bed, totally exhausted. I still don't know how or why I came to this world, but I've resolved to make the most of it while I'm here. What else can I really do? Not much, dude. Not much. I wake up the next morning with an incredibly sore muscles. This is what I get for trying so hard to exercise, and I'm not at all used to it. Ugh, everything hurts! If this place had some books, I wouldn't be so bad. But when I look around, I don't see anything I can read at all. I didn't mean that. I can't stay in here all day. I gingerly get out of bed while constantly wincing, change my clothes, and then make my way to the living room. When I get there, Sakuya and Asuka are sitting together drinking tea. Their heads are close together. They're clearly discussing something nefarious, so I interrupt them as delicately as I can. Morning. Good morning, how are you feeling? After the Spartan training, do you even have to ask? At least it really helps you get used to things here. The magic's not getting to you as much today, right? Now that you mention it. Before, it felt like the air was thicker, so it was a little harder to breathe. But I don't feel that today. Soon, you'll be able to manual labor with ease. I told you, I'm not going to do that. How are you paying us back for the clothes then? I'll think of something. Maybe if I go home, I can give you back the clothes so you can sell them. We won't be able to even make back the money we spent. Well... Hey! From the sound of Hayato's voice, he's probably close to the main gate of the house. I've got a lot of stuff to bring in. Someone come help so I don't have to make a lot of trips. Here's a manual labor opportunity right now. I let out a sigh. What is it with Sakuya and manual labor? Go get him. It's true that I can't think of a way to pay Sakuya and Asuka back right now. Anyway, so I decided to just do as they asked for now. When I get to the gate, I see Hayato standing in the middle of some basket of fish. Huh? Where's Asuka? Aniki. Sitting in the living room, your sister sent me to help. Seriously? Well, whatever. Take this one then. He hands me the smallest basket. Hey. You better not be underestimating me. I can't read today. What the hell's wrong with me? I'm not. How do you even jump to that conclusion? You obviously gave me the lightest basket. I was trying to be considerate. There's no need for that. I don't want your pity. I pick up one of the bigger baskets and wow, it really is quite heavy. But it'd be embarrassing for me to say anything now, so I'll just bear with it. I turn around towards the living room. You know, I thought this when we first met too, but compared to before, you really are It's not good to be so unkind, Meli. Huh? Damn! 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 Oh! Greetings. Who are you and what are you doing in front of my house? I'm not here for you. It's her I need to speak with. The tall elf guy points at me. Oh, sweetie. Me? What did I do? And how do you know my name? Why does everyone here know my name? I am White Impermanence. I can't even read that. I am White Impermanence, one of the gods who presides over the dead and collects their souls. That doesn't really answer my question. I am here because of your soul, Meli. I know your name because it is my job to know. Okay, being flung naked into the spirit world, I can handle. Being conned into death by a pair of kids and twins, I can handle. Even meeting an old friend whom I now despise, I can handle. But a god of death coming after me for my soul? That's where I draw the line. I've had enough. However, as much as I may think that on the inside, this guy, he looks so scary. I can't seem to get the words out. He's so sexy though. No, that's like, white-haired, silver-haired boys always get me. Doki doki. What if I made him angry and he just flings me straight into hell? I think you broke Meli, White Independence. Impermanence? Oh, impermanence? Same thing. Wait, White Impermanences? Yes, what of it? Not White Independence. I don't know how to say it. No, nothing. I don't know what all of this is about, but we need to carry the fish inside or else he'll spoil. Do you mind helping us out? We can talk more inside. I'm not opposed to that, not White Independence. Before Hayato can say another word, the death god picks up the remaining baskets and walks through the gate alone. Then, inexplicably, he takes a sharp turn towards the right and starts going to the completely wrong direction to get to the living room. Hey, if you have no idea where you're going, just say so! The layout of this house is rather complex. Oh god, I like him. Oh, he's cute! It's not complex at all, just follow the path! The White Impermanence turns back to the left and then goes straight past the path again into the grass. Jeez, come on, Meli, we better help him out before he ends up trampling over the garden. Hayato grabs the basket from my hand and pulls me along by the wrist as he leads the death god into the house. Whoa, where do you find this beautiful male specimen? He is, isn't he? At our front gate. Really? Maybe we should check out our door more often. By the way, what's the matter with Meli? She's in a state of shock. This guy here is apparently one of the death gods, White Impermanence. White Impermanence, huh? And he's here to collect Meli's soul. That is not quite accurate. I'm here because of her soul. But I'm not here to collect it. At least not yet. Reaper of Souls. I like how they changed the fucking name. Wait, what, really? I apologize if my choice of words caused alarm or confusion. Of course they did! The reason I am here is to watch over you. Oh, fuck yeah. I would have liked that a lot. You know, you can watch over me over here, you know? Over here away from everybody. That'd be pretty nice. What does that mean? Why? You see, you have what we in the world call a gray soul. You have thus far lived your life in such a way that you're not particularly more good or evil. So what? In the end of this month, you do not return home, then your mortal body, back in the human world, will die. At that point, your soul will be under our jurisdiction. Much can change in that time. If your soul starts to learn more towards the side of good, then you'll be under my jurisdiction specifically. So I need to keep an eye on you for paperwork reasons. What? Just what is he saying? End of the month? My mortal body will die? Then what is it this body that I am in right now? Okay, I think we need to start this talk from the very beginning because I am fucking confused. Asuka, let's go cook the fish. This is getting too heavy for me. Asuka nods and she and Sakuya leave with a basket of fish. Oh, they're scampered. I'm confused. How did you come to this world? Want my soul for paperwork reasons? I don't know. I was at the festival back in the human world, and while I was wheeling through the street, suddenly I was naked and my wheelchair was gone. And then a group of yokai showed up and nearly attacked me, but then Sakuya and Asuka saved me. We met up with Hayato and came here. That's all. A wheelchair? So you cannot walk back in your own world? I love the fucking name. No, I lost the ability to walk 10 years ago. At times, when I'm very well rested, I may be able to stand up for a few seconds, but that's about it. 10 years ago. You regained physical abilities once lost to you, but your clothing and any other items you had with you disappeared, correct? Yes, I did think it was strange, but Sakuya said that the spirit world is just like that. Strange things happen. From the point of view of a human, surely it seems that odd and dubious things happen here. But there is a rhythm and reason in everything that happens in our world. The reason here is simple. You did not actually travel here to the spirit world via a portal or any other means usually taken. You're saying that I'm dead? Yes, in a manner of speaking, that is. To be more exact, in the human world, you are currently in a coma, so you're mostly dead. Don't worry about it. Your soul traveled here, and souls do not originally wear clothing. Souls also do not carry physical injury. That's why I can walk and why I am naked when I first got here. But if I'm a ghost, then I should be able to go through walls and whatnot, right? Why can't I do that here? You are not a ghost. Ghosts are spirits of the deceased that are tied to a person, object, or location. You are simply a soul. Souls are quite solid here. So what will happen to MeliZ if her mortal body dies? How do you know she'll even last that month? There is a precedence showing their souls who travel to the spirit world during the month of the festival are protected. No harm can come to your body while your soul is here. It is as if you are hibernating. Once the festival is over, however, that protection is gone. Your body will begin to age and eventually die without the proper care. Not to mention the time difference between our two worlds. We'll go back to normal after the festival, huh? Why can't I just go home now? This is the month of celebration for spirits and souls. Souls can come to the spirit world, but they cannot leave until the end of the festival. You are bound to this world until the festival is over. And if I go home too late? If you return home after your mortal body is dead, then one of two things will happen. One, if you feel content with your life, then your soul will pass on. At that point, either I or my partner will come to ferry you to the underworld, depending on whether your soul is black or white. What happens to your soul after that is dependent on factors that I am not authorized to explain. 2. If you feel exceedingly discontent with your life, then you might become a ghost. Ghosts are not under my jurisdiction, so I cannot give you much information on that. However, I know there are many departments dedicated to making sure that ghosts do not harm people. If, as a ghost, you put others in danger, then you may have exorcists sent after you. And what if she decides to just stay here? This is not her world. Her friends and family are waiting for her in the human world. Who cares about any of that? Look, MeliZ, there's no reason for you to go back to the human world. Just stay here. You can't walk there. Hell, you can barely even stand up, right? And it's a pretty boring place, isn't it? You don't have any real attachment to. I can tell. That's... If not, you would have been crying and pleading to go home when my sisters found you. But you weren't, were you? I can't refuse what he's saying. It's true. I often curse the fact that I contracted polio, and I don't have any friends left there. I'm just a burden on my family who aren't warm or welcome. They don't always say so, but I can feel it. I can feel all the tension in their unsaid words and forced smiles. I often thought that my days were boring. All I do, day in, day out, is take care of my parents' shop, go home, read books, and go to sleep. Every day is the same. Every day will continue to be the same. My body will get weaker and weaker because of polio. What's the use of fighting it? Just stay here. It's what's best for you. Are you truly thinking of what is best for her? Or is that simply what is best for you? And what is that supposed to mean? You're being too cruel. Do you honestly think that taking MeliZ away from her world, her family, her friends, and everything she knows is what's best for her? Yes, what are you saying? She should just go home, live out the rest of her life while sitting in a chair and waiting for you to come collect her soul? Like, that's a better deal. That's not living. Am I to live the rest of my life like this? Just doing what someone else tells me to? Ridiculed, or worse, coddled? By the able-bodied and others to think they're above me? No, I'm tired of it. I'm tired of people thinking they can decide what's best for me. Neither of these clowns have any idea what he's talking about. They don't know me. That's enough. Two clowns. Don't talk about me like I'm not here. I'm the only one who's going to decide what's best for me. Mr. Death God? White Impudence? God of Death? I don't go fuck. Okay, is there another name we can call you by? Because I'm not going to say that over and over. It's too long and difficult to pronounce. Thank you, because I thought I was the only fucking one. White Impudence is really my job title. My given name is Shu. You may call me by that name if it's easier for you. Well, why didn't you just say so from the beginning? Those under my jurisdictions, or who work with me, are not in the habit of being familiar with me. I'm not used to people wanting to know my name. Oh, okay, well, Shu, then I have about a month before I can go back home. Am I understanding that right? That is correct. You have a window of time right at the end of the festival when you will be able to leave this world and the time flow will not have changed yet. So in the meantime, you may do as you wish in the meantime. I merely have to continue watching over you in order to keep track of your soul's virtue alignment. As I said before, your soul is completely gray. If it becomes white, then you will be under my jurisdiction. If, however, you lose virtue and your soul becomes black, then black impermanence takes over? That is correct. I've heard a lot of stories about him, and none of them are good. Black impermanence, is he really that notorious? He's your counterpart, isn't he, Shu? Hayu, that is Black Imprudence, is my closest friend. I have known him for almost my entire life, and he is good at what he does. However, I would not wish for him to take your soul. I would not wish that upon anyone. Please be a good and virtuous person so that he will not have to. Now, I have said that you may do as you wish before the festival is over, but if I am to be honest, I believe it would be much easier if you came along with me rather than stayed in this house. Huh? Why is that? I have many duties, many spirits, and people to attend to. If you come with me to the underworld, I will more easily be able to watch over you. Moreover, you will have a very comfortable place to stay and want for nothing. Maybe, but you're asking me to come to the underworld with you. That's not exactly a great vacation spot or anything. It's not as scary and fiery a place as many believe. Think of it like an underground city full of sights and hidden treasures. I might actually want to see that. Imagine being able to go to the underworld and come back. You can't go to the underworld. And why not? Well, because you just can't. It's the underworld. Besides, I can't set foot in there. Compelling reasons you got there. So if I go in the underworld, I won't have to see Hayato again. That might be worth considering. I'm not asking you to make a decision now. You have undoubtedly been through more since arriving in this world. That's for sure. Could I ask for you to make a decision after 3 days? Yes, I want to go with you. No hesitation. Can you just can I just go with you right now? Like I no hesitation. You know, Hayato, you're cute and all. You're cute. I give you that. You're adorable. You're cute. Red suits you. Trust me, I love red too. I have red hair. No, black red hair. But anyway, red looks so good on you. Your beautiful eyes. Your outfit's cool. But shoo. Oh, that white hair. Oh, the open t-shirt. The black horns. The black whatever feathers or fur or whatever he has on his coat. His golden eyes. His elf ears. Like, oh, I love that. I just can't. I want him. I want him. I was gonna say something else, but nope. That is on the 7th day since your arrival here. I would like to know whether you would prefer to stay here with Hayato and his family, or with me in the other world for the rest of the month. Oh, I want to go with you. 3 days. I slowly nod. Hey, how do you know my name? You're a good soul, and so you're under my jurisdiction. But barely. See to it you stay virtuous, or else you'll be preyed upon by the black impermanence you heard so much about. You really don't pull any punches, do you? Shui and this Hayuji guy seem to have the good cop, bad cop thing down pretty well. I suppose they've had lots of practice. Think on it, Meli. I will be in the area for the next 3 days, so if you need of me, then find me. I will be glad to speak with you at any time you wish. But I'm sure you'll make the right decision and stay with us 3 days from now, right, Meli? Your silence sure is inspiring. I really want to go with him though. Shu leaves after that. I eat lunch with Hayato, Sakuya, and Asuka, and then practice walking some more. But my heart's not in it. I just have too much on my mind right now. My mortal body might die. I could become a ghost or just stay here forever and never go home. I'm exhausted by the time the sun sets and collapse in bed. What am I going to do from here on out? Where will I stay? And what will I do once the festival is over? I just don't know. Go with you, ooh. Go with you, ooh. Okay, that's another part, you guys. See you in my next video. I hope you liked this one. I really like this. But this is still the demo. This is crazy. So until next time, bye-bye. Johnny.